Hey guys, it's Masatonic. I'm bilingual harukist. 皆さん、こんにちは。バイリンガルハルキストのマサトニックです。Haruki Murakami book guide short story for the one, a Shinagawa Monkey. So, in this video, I'd like to talk about Murakami's very interesting and funny story, but still some kind of deep story, a Shinagawa Monkey. Actually, it's kind of a popular one, at least in Japan. It's quite popular. So in Japan, in a sequel of this story, a Confessible Shinagawa Monkey, Shinagawa Zaru no Kokaku, and also published lately. Actually, in English one also published available. But before that, I'd like to talk about the first one, or original text of Shinagawa Monkey. So let's get started. As always, this video consists of 3 parts: first overview, second story, third deep reading or reading tips from me. So first overview. This work is contained in the short story collection blindwillowsleepingwoman in 2006 July in the English market. And on the other hand, in Japan, it's contained in the Tokyo Strange Stories 2005 September. And like I said, Seeker, Confessions of a Shinagawa Monkey is contained in the first-person singular. It's the latest Murakami's short story collection, 2021 April. This is an English one. It's also published. So, and then, like I said, or as you can see by title, this is a story about a monkey. And Shinagawa, those you're not familiar with this word, is a Japanese a kind of region word. In Tokyo, there are about 23 words, and plus there are some region is there. And Shinagawa is one of the word like a Shibuya or like a, I don't know, Suginami or Setagaya. So that's some kind of word. And actually say, as a familiar or famous region name, Asakusa or Roppongi, it's not a word. It's not a word. It's just our, how to say, much more region name. So, but Shinagawa is a kind of a word name, and it's very famous for a station of Shinkansen. So yes, that kind of place Shinagawa is, right? So, and what kind of story is this? It's not like the atmosphere of detective type of story, but it's basically, how to say, kind of structure, or how to say, yes, structure is I think based on the how to say, a detective type of story. It's like a Sherlock Holmes style, I guess, because there are some character looks like a Sherlock listened a client story and guess the truth of the case. So it's like an armchair detective like story, and in the end, that case would be solved. So in a way, you can call it the style of the detective type of story, but something it's not detective or how to say such story is. This is much more kind of funny and surreal, and also kind of very psychological one, I think. And okay, let's jump into the story itself. The protagonist is a female character, Mizuki Ando, and in the beginning of the story, they're told her has some strange case because Mizuki Ando's is very frequently forget her own name. So in a way, we could call it, this is a case of Mizuki Ando's missing name. So she's very confused and very kind of had trouble because when someone asked her by her name in a natural conversation, in some cases, she just simply forget about her own name. So there was some kind of awkward silence there, especially by phone in that case. So, and she kind of had a difficulty with dealing with this. And one day she found her local newspaper in Shinagawa Ward Municipal Office, there are some kind of counseling room will be opened. So, and then she found it might be some help. And so she went to Shinagawa Ward Municipal Office to visit her that counseling counseling. And then just by chance, she's the first person to be a visitor of their counseling at Shinagawa Ward Municipal Office. And counselor is also a female person named Tetsuko Sakaki, and like their conversation had started, and actually the counselor is like her Sherlock. She's very capable and very a unique character of her own. And then during session, Mizuki Ando told her kind of biography to Tetsuko Sakaki. And during their session, not just one day, separately, it was held by week. And one day, Tetsuko asked her, is there anything, some event which is related to name? And then Mizuki's answer is not directly name itself, but there are some cases, a name card, a related name card. And then Mizuki told about her high school classmates' name card story. This is a kind of story in story, some episode in her high school days. Very kind of very strange story. And then point is, at that time, Mizuki herself, her family home is located in Nagoya. It's almost kind of center of Japan geographically. And then, but her high school is located in Yokohama. So from Nagoya to Yokohama, it took about 1 hour by Shinkansen. So in a way, it's quite a distance. So usually that not a commute distance, but so she lived in a high school's condo at that time. And when in the weekend, she will return to her family house by Shinkansen. That is her lifestyle at the junior high and also high school days. And so, and then when Mizuki is a third grade of high school, so in a way, most high grade of high school, there are some second grade, sorry, it's not classmate, some kind of school friends or school acquaintance. And one grade a younger girl named Yuko, sorry, that was okay. Her name is Yuko Ando, not Ando, Yuko. And then she's very beautiful, very kind of stand out. And that girl one day visited Mizuki's room, and Mizuki is kind of quite surprised because they are, of course, acquaintance because the condo is not so much, so many people are there, but only just giving a few words there. That is their conversation. But one day, Yuko visited Mizuki's room and asked her about, did you ever had a feeling of jealousy? That is a first thing the Yuko asked about Mizuki. And of course, Mizuki kind of very surprised, but tried to be honest. And she replied to Yuko, I don't think so. I never have a emotion of jealousy. And there's some conversation about emotion of jealousy. And Yuko said, it's a very, you should be grateful for that. And finally, she asking her about, please keep my name card when I will leave, because she would leave for a condo for her family, some funeral or something. And then in the weekend, she will return to her her hometown. So when she's out, please take her name card in Mizuki's room because Yuko said something worried about her name card itself, and Mizuki just accept her offer and okay, sure, I'll keep it in this room. And Yuko said, so try not to steal a monkey. And then finally, the monkey's existence will be told. The title is Shinagawa Monkey, but this time firstly appeared a monkey's existence, but only this time just the name of it. And of course, Mizuki took it's some kind of a joke, but it's kind of strange because Yuko is not a girl who said such a joke, especially in that situation, but still she took as a joke. And after that, when the weekend coming, so Mizuki herself returned to her own room in Nagoya, and when the Sunday's night, she returned back to the condo. She found that Yuko killed by herself, had a suicide. So it's a kind of lie. She told Mizuki about her returning home and for funeral. It's a lie. And instead of that, she kind of went somewhere in the deep forest and took a suicide. That is the case. So in the condo, it's kind of panic because there's no reason for her killing by herself because she took a kind of very ordinary life, and then she had a boyfriend and she had no reason to killing by herself, at least by how to say looking by the outside of her. So, and then that atmosphere is so tense. So Mizuki just avoided telling everyone about her name card and her digit of her name, and that case is closed. And so even after that case, Mizuki keep Yuko's name card in her room. So, and that story, Mizuki told Tetsuko Sakaki in the counseling, and yes, and after that session, Mizuki returned to her room, and she just how to say worried about that name card. Is there still there? She tried to find out, but Yuko's name card and also Mizuki's name card are missing in her room, and she kind of very surprised because that when when moving to this new apartment, she found that name card itself, and it's not a so long time ago, and she found kind of surprised. I still have this card. That kind of feeling she felt, but now the name card had stolen or simply missing. So she kind of confused. But on the and then someday she got some counseling day. Tetsuko Sakaki told Mizuki, maybe in the next counseling session, by the next counseling session, I would be solve this your missing name case. And of course, Mizuki is so surprised. You would be solved? How? And then maybe I can show you who is the how to say who is the who stole your name. Who? So Mizuki kind of surprised because her missing name is kind of some stick or syndrome or something. So there she never thought about there's somebody, some existence who's storing her name. But and maybe and then in the next session, Tetsuko Sakaki welcome Mizuki with very big smile. And so I finally found out the truth, and I found some existence of the who stole your name. And it of course, Mizuki kind of very surprised. And then that counseling room is above ground in Shinagawa Municipal Office. And when when they talked about, so Tetsuko Sakaki said, at the underground of some session, I I asked my husband, who is working for Shinagawa municipal office as well, and and with her subordinate, keep that existence in the underground. So I would show you and explain you about the truth of the case. And in the end, this case would be solved. That's a kind of story. So I try not to talk about in detail. So if you're interested in, please take a please take a look at this story. It's by Murakami's original words. It's really interesting and kind of funny and kind of surreal, and but still very interesting truth would be told in the book. So maybe, as you might know, the Shinagawa monkey's existence was deeply involved in the truth of this case. So, but how that monkey involved in? Just please take a check, take a look at by yourself. So, how should we enjoy my deep reading tips from me? Let's take a walk near Shinagawa Ward Municipal Office when, if you can. But it's kind of interesting. Shinagawa Ward Municipal Office, of course, really existed, but try not to visit Shinagawa Ward Municipal Office itself, because if you don't have any business, it's kind of very bothering the office workers. So, but on the instead, near Shinagawa Ward Office, they're kind of when I check the Google Maps, there are actually I never visited that office by myself, but when I searched on Google Map, there's some kind of park near Shinagawa Municipal Office. So it's kind of very good way to walk that park by watching Shinagawa Municipal Office, and by imagining there could be some kind of counseling room by Tetsuko Sakaki, and also some underground world of the truth had been told. And the next one is, let's visit a monkey park at Mount Takao. So I never mentioned about Mount Takao in the previous explanation, but in the very beginning, so of course, finally Shinagawa Monkey had appeared in this story, and then Shinagawa Monkey would be taken to Mr. Takao. So, and then Mount Takao. And when I Googled it, is there really Mount Takao is monkey not? And then found out in Mount Takao, there is some monkey park. It's some kind of zoo, I guess, but it's only specialized in the monkey itself. So among them, there could be a Shinagawa monkey. So if you can, let's visit the monkey park. The Mount Takao is very interesting way to, I'd say, enjoy the this story's world. And finally, a bit serious one. Let's think about name and jealousy. Both of them are kind of very important theme of this story. Name is obviously the very important theme, because Mizuki's missing her name, and also Yuko's name card, and then this name missing is a Shinagawa monkey deeply involved. So in a way, name is a very important one, and also a feeling of jealousy. So Yuko asked Mizuki about the emotion of jealousy. So, and this emotion of jealousy is also featured in another Murakami's novel, a colorless Kurutasaki and his Years of Pilgrimage, kind of long name. That story also, the protagonist of that story, Tsukuru, had a kind of feeling of jealousy in the story. So in a way, kind of similarity both works have. So in a way, name and jealousy is very important theme. So let's think. I'm thinking about these kind of things very interesting way, or deep. You can enjoy this story more deeply. So let's think about it. So when you take a walk near park, Shinagawa Municipal Office or Monkey Park at Mount Takao, that's very interesting way to deeply enjoy it. So that's it. That's all. Thank you for watching. I hope this video may help you to make you interested and get the opportunity to take this Murakami's very interesting book. All right, so I would appreciate if you subscribe my channel and giving me a good rate. Like this, I posted about book guide of Murakami's a book. So let's see in the next video. Until then, see you, bye.